Hello again. Whenever I draw attention to the fact that so many high-profile positions, ranging from the Prime Minister of this country to the President of the Royal Institute of British Architects, are now occupied by people of African or Asian ancestry, I am invariably accused of racism, or at the very least of having an unhealthy preoccupation with skin colour. Surely, I'm told, instead of sniping in this mean-spirited fashion, I should rather be celebrating the fact that Britain is such a land of opportunity for ethnic minorities, a place where talent can rise to the top, regardless of skin colour or background. So it is that the fact that Wales, Scotland, the United Kingdom and Greater London are all led by people of African or South Asian ancestry is a good thing. And it is purely coincidental that these people happen to have darker skins than the average British person. They have achieved their positions fairly and squarely, based only upon their abilities. I have never subscribed to this view, and as I've seen more and more high-profile positions being taken by such people, I've begun to smell a rat. Most recently, I've drawn attention to the fact that although over 95% of people in Scotland are white, the First Minister is of Pakistani heritage, as is the leader of the Labour Party there. Is this really sheer chance? An instance of merit rising regardless of ethnicity? Or is something else going on? Every so often a case of this kind crops up which shows us what is really happening, and it reveals that I'm quite right in my suspicions. The latest example of this is the new mayor of the Northern Irish city of Derry, or Londonderry as I always think of it. A few years ago an African asylum-seeker came to live in Northern Ireland and she settled in Derry. In 2021 she organised a Black Lives Matter protest there. Less than a year ago, at the end of last May, she became a councillor, and now she has been selected to be the mayor of Derry. Traditionally, of course, mayors are chosen because they have a long history of living and working in an area, and they've almost invariably been members of the local council for years. We see at once that there is something fishy about this business, and that somebody who has been a councillor for less than a year and has lived in a city for 5 minutes is made mayor. That tells us that some group wants her to be a mayor for reasons other than the usual ones that mayors are chosen for. The fact is, Lillian Sinwar, who is Kenyan, has been levered into the post of mayor because she is black, and some people wanted to have a black woman in the post, especially an asylum-seeker. We needn't inquire deeply into the reasons people want that. That's another matter entirely. The fact is that that is what has happened. The current deputy mayor has resigned from the SDLP in protest at the process used to force this woman into the post of mayor, and other councillors who were candidates are complaining that the whole thing has been done undemocratically, which is fairly obvious in any case. It's good to see people actually speaking out about this and telling us what has been going on. I think the truth is it was felt to be a glorious chance to rub people's noses in diversity by selecting an African asylum seeker to be mayor. Everybody knows this, just as they know that this kind of thing is increasingly common in the whole of the United Kingdom. The only thing is, one must never notice what is happening, or if you do notice it's happening, for goodness sake don't talk about it, or the next thing you know you'll start being denounced as being right-wing, or, what is worse, a racist. In the description to this video I give a news item which explains the background to this.